Hi, my name's Sean Ellsworth, and I'm an internet marketing specialist. And if I have sent you a link to this video, then you have just gotten your WordPress blog-based website set up. This is the video that shows you how to use it. So let's get started. Once you log in, take a look. Well, do this. Take a look here, and you'll see that my web address says oneartistjourney.com/wp-admin. This is what you need to make sure you always have at the end of your domain name that I sent you, so that you can get into your admin. I've also sent your username and password. Just use that to log in. And you know what? You're free to change it, but once you change it, I can't get in to help you anymore. So best thing to do is just you keep the same username and password, so that if anything happens and I need to get in, then I can. All right. Well, the first screen you're going to see is the dashboard. And there are some things here. You've got your at a glance section. It tells you how many posts and pages and categories and tags and all of that. And that's interesting in the beginning, but you get to the point where you don't really pay much attention to that. Okay, well, let's say that you're excited to get in and start posting. Now, all of your blog has a default post. Okay, and that's the initial one. I either set one up for you or WordPress does when I set up the account. And how that works, this is my website, oneartistjourney.com. And once you're logged in, you can see that I clicked this right here, visit site. Okay, and that takes you to your blog. And as long as you're logged in, you have an edit button over here. And that's great because you can come along and read through your blogs, and if there's something that you need to change, you can just click right here on edit, and that post pops up, and you can come in here, you can change the title, you can change the post itself, and that's a good way to get started, because you're going to have a default post there, and you can get in and edit that and change that. And when you're done changing that, you click on Update Post, and that sends it out to your blog. Okay. Then if you want to see it, you just go back over here, visit the site, and there's the post that you changed or edited or added or something. Okay. So we're going to go back in here to our, let's start at the dashboard. Okay. Now let's say that you want to add a new post. You're going to come over here. All of your left-hand navigation is over here. Let's go through this really quick. Posts is where you can make a blog post. Now a blog works, it's an online journal. The word blog comes from the word weblog, and it's been shortened to blog, and it's really the handiest way to manage a website nowadays, and it's the cheapest point of entry if you get one through me, for you to have an actual website, and you can get in and manage it. You don't have to know HTML coding, you don't have to know any of that. It's really just point and click, and you're good to go. Okay, so posts, this is where you post things. Media, this is has to do with the pictures, photographs, video, audio that you want to have. Links, this is if you're going to be linking to other sites in your web, blog roll. Pages, this is similar to posts, except it's different. The difference is that a page is a lot more like a traditional web page is going to be. Let's see. Okay, so back on my blog, if I add a page, it's going to end up here in my navigation. All right, so what you would want to do, let's say Twitter contest, it takes you to my Twitter contest link. Blog. This initially was a blog post, and I decided, you know what, I want it to be available so that people can click on it and get this information. All right, so that's why I've put it up here in the navigation as a page. You might want to do the same thing with your, let's say, Contact Us page, or if you have a frequently asked questions page, or if you have a survey, or the history of our business, something that would go on a normal website that you want people to have quick and easy access to. If there are things that are evergreen, those things you might want to add with a page. Comments, people can comment on your blog. If they do, you normally have the right to approve or disapprove or delete the comments. You know, it depends on if there's spammers out there, you'll definitely want to delete those. Okay, down in the second half of our navigation, these things you really aren't gonna need to mess with. So, all right, so let's go up here to the post, and we're gonna click on that, and you have some different options here. When we click on post, what happens? All of our posts show up. I've got, it looks like 6 pages of posts here. Okay, and each one of these you can go in, you can edit, quick edit, delete, view. The categories and the tags that you use will of course depend upon your business. And I can give you some help. A general idea, I can also create for you a keyword list with 100 different keywords for your industry, and those are what you can use. I'd recommend getting that if you want to optimize your blog for the search engines. Okay, so here we are. We're going to add a new post. I'm going to click on Add New and Add New Post. So we're going to say this is a new post. And then I'm going to say the same thing down here. And of course you would want to capitalize the first letter of your sentence. But anyways, so that's that. Up above here you have a lot of buttons. These can all, if you hold your button over it, then it will tell you what it's for. You know, bold, italic, cross out, a bulleted list, a numbered list, a quote. What's that? Block quote. This is for having stuff justified. Okay, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of formatting. I'll bold things sometimes, but you really don't want to go crazy with big and tiny fonts and changing colors and everything. It can really get crazy. So you don't want to do that necessarily. But let me show you something that is important. Let's say I want to make this a link. Okay, this is a new post. New post. We're going to link to another website that we have. Some of you may already have another website. This may be your first website, you know, whatever. But sometimes you'll want to post to another website. So what you do is you come here, you highlight, you click on the link, chain link, because that's what we're doing. We're linking something together. And you just type in what's the website. We're going to send it to abc.com and hit insert. And voila, there we have a link. And if we continue typing, you can see that the link is still good. It stays there. So that's how you set up a link. That's important. Okay, number 2. So, you know, let's say you don't want to look like you're a brand new blog. You want to look like you've been blogging for the past 3 months. Well, then you can do that. You can add a few posts, you know, a few days apart, a week apart, and predate them. And it looks like your blog's been around for a little while. And the way you would do that is you would come in here. This normally says publish immediately. And then it would go out, you know, the time and the date that you just created it. But you can predate this. Okay, you click on edit. You can change the date, year, time, anything you want. Hit OK, and it publishes as if it went out at that time. So that's where you do that. When you want to publish, here's the publish button right here. Always remember to hit the publish button when you're on a page before you click off. If you click off without publishing, everything disappears and you have to type it over again. Well, that wraps up part 1 of how to use your WordPress blog. For part 2, visit my website at trafficartist.com.